Today I'll be showing you guys a couple drone effects that are really easy to do on Final Cut Pro 10. I'll be using the EVO drone made by Autel Robotics throughout the video, and they are also sponsoring this video. This is also my first time using an Autel drone, so I'm really excited to see how well it does out in the field. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button so every time I post a new video, you guys will be notified. The first effect I'm going to show you is one that I use quite often. Let's call it the drone speed ramp effect. To make this one work, you will need two different drone shots moving forward. Film it for at least 8 to 10 seconds long. Also, try to shoot it in at least 60 or 120 frames per second so that you can slow it down if you need to in post. Place the first clip onto your project timeline. Press R on your keyboard to bring up the range selection tool, then select around 3 to 5 seconds of your clip towards the end. Then, under the Retiming options tool, select speed, fast, and 20 times. Now look for your second clip and place it next to the first one. Bring up the range selection tool again, but this time, select about 3 to 5 seconds at the beginning of the clip. Click on the Retiming options tool, fast, and 20 times again. Now that you have both clips sped up at the proper place, you'll need to shorten or speed up the transition in between, just to smooth it out. You don't want the sped up portion to go on for too long, so I suggest shortening them on both clips. You can also add some motion blur to this effect. You can get some free ones from Ryan Nangle. If you want to download them, make sure to click on the link in the description down below. Add in some sound effects and color grade to enhance the look. The second effect we'll show you we'll call the upside down effect. Again, you will need two different drone shots going in the same direction for this one. I also noticed that this effect works better when the clips are shot on a clear day or really overcast skies. Definitely play around with it, I'm sure you can work with any type of weather. Place the first clip on the project timeline. Click on the transform tab and adjust it until you are happy with the placement on the bottom. Drag the second clip on top of it. Under the inspector tab, adjust the rotation to 180 degrees. Click on the transform tab and adjust it until you're happy with the placement of it at the top. Don't worry if it overlaps with the first clip. You can adjust that by cropping the top one. Do this by selecting the transform tab again and choosing crop. Adjust it until it is right around the skyline of the bottom clip. To smooth out the line so it's not too sharp, look for the graduated mask and drag it on top of the first clip. Drag the circle down to the middle and play around with it until both are blended in well. Also make sure to color grade each footage to make the effect pop out even more. I was able to achieve all these amazing drone shots using the Autel Evo drone, which they sent me about a few weeks ago. I was a little unsure at first as I've been using a DJI drone for maybe 5 years now. So using a different type of drone, I was a little unsure on how well it would do. But to be honest with you guys, I was really impressed. It was so easy to set up. It took me literally 30 seconds to take it out of the case, set it up, and fly it up. I haven't used the Mavic Pro 2 yet, but it seems like spec-wise, it is very comparable. What I like about the Evo is that you can shoot in 4K 60 frames per second. With the Mavic Pro 2, you can only do up to 30 frames per second in 4K. I also really love how you don't need to use your smartphone when flying the drone, unless you want to use some advanced features. This is huge for a run and gun shooter such as myself, as I want to set up the drone as quickly as possible, get my shot, then pack it up. The other thing that I really like is the price point. It is a lot cheaper than the Mavic Pro 2. The Evo starts at $999 US as compared to the Mavic Pro 2's $1499. I was very close to purchasing the Mavic Pro 2 until Autel contacted me about trying out their drone. I'm also glad that I waited it out a bit, and honestly it did the job. I feel like it's just as good as the Mavic Pro line, if not better. Overall, after using it in this tutorial,
I really like how easy it is to use and get familiar with. Plus, I am pretty impressed with the quality of the videos it came out with. You guys know how much I love shooting in 60 and 120 frames per second, so doing this in 4K is a huge plus for me.
Special thanks again to Autel Robotics for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to learn more about the Autel Evo, make sure to click on the link in the description down below.